Welcome to the online lecture series of Turbo Machines. Here is Professor Lakshman Mani. This is lecture on reaction water turbines part 4, that is axial flow reaction water Kaplan turbine. I acknowledge my sincere thanks to the following authors and courtesy for being used these concepts to make this video session. In this session, you will be able to explain construction and working principle of Kaplan turbine. You will be able to explain working proportions of Kaplan turbine, and you will also be able to explain power and efficiency of Kaplan turbine. Let us see axial flow reaction turbines. In this reaction turbine, the flow of water is axial, means parallel to the axis of shaft or rotor. Axial flow reaction turbines are of two types: propeller turbine and Kaplan turbine. Let us see difference between these two types of turbine. From this image we can see these are the blades, which are in number 3 to 4, which are attached to this central part which is called as hub by welding. So in propeller turbine, blades are fixed to the hub. These are not movable or adjustable. In case of Kaplan turbine, we can see from this image the blades are movable or adjustable, and these are in number from 6 to 8, while in case of propeller turbine the blades are in number from 3 to 4. Now we will see working principle of Kaplan turbine. Here we can see that this is a rotor of Kaplan turbine. This is the passage, water passage. So in case of Kaplan turbine, water flows through the runner along the direction parallel to the axis of rotation of runner. Kaplan turbine is suitable for low head about 30 meter and high specific speed about 250 rpm. Now we will see construction features of Kaplan turbine. It is an axial flow type reaction turbine. It is invented by Victor Kaplan in 1913. Kaplan turbine has adjustable blades. Kaplan turbine has number of blades 6 to 8. Now we will study different parts of Kaplan turbine. So here is a image of Kaplan turbine. This is spiral or scroll casing. So the whole mechanism of Kaplan turbine is closed in a spiral casing. So its area is varying. The central part to which the blades are fixed is called as hub, which is connected again to the shaft of the turbine, and this lower part of the turbine, that is called as draft tube. Wicket gate. So here in this image we can see these are the vanes or blades which are fixed outer side of the runner, which direct the flowing water toward the blades of the turbine. It also controls the flow rate by movement of these blades about the pivot. Draft tube is a pipe of gradually increasing area which is used for discharging water from the turbine exit to the tail race. Now we will see working proportions of Kaplan turbine, which are required in solving numerical. So in this diagram we can see two diameters. This is outer diameter, that is DO, that is called as runner diameter, and this is DB, that is boss or hub diameter. So ratio of boss diameter to outer or runner diameter is indicated by letter N. Discharge of turbine. To find discharge of turbine, we can use formula Q is equal to area into velocity. In case of Kaplan turbine, the flow of velocity is axial. So that's why formula is AF into VF. AF is a flow area which can be calculated by using formula AF is equal to pi by 4 into DO square, means outer diameter square, minus DS square, means hub diameter square. Runner velocity or turbine blade velocity is calculated by using formula pi into outer diameter DO into N by 60 in meter per second. And in case of Kaplan turbine, blade velocity at inlet and outlet is same. Flow ratio formula is similar of Francis turbine, that is VF upon square root of 2GH, but its range is taken from 0.6 to 0.7. In case of Kaplan turbine, flow velocity is taken constant. Speed ratio, that is U1 upon square root of 2GH, is taken in the range of 1.2 to 2. Head. So we know that input to the turbine is a potential energy in the form of head that is converted into work done and kinetic energy. So this is work done 1 upon G bracket VW1 U1 plus VW2 U2 plus kinetic energy of living water is V2 square by 2G. In case of Kaplan turbine, as the discharge is axial or radial, VW2 component is 0. Thus, head formula becomes H is equal to V2 square by 2G plus 1 upon G VW1 U1. By arranging the term, we can have here VW1 U1 upon GH. This is hydraulic efficiency. So we get here relation between hydraulic efficiency and head of Kaplan turbine. Now we will see velocity triangle diagram of Kaplan turbine. So already we have seen such kind of diagram in case of Francis turbine also. At inlet velocity triangle, we can use the formulae which are similar of Francis and Pelton Francis turbine, that is VW1 is equal to V1 cos alpha and F1 is equal to V1 sin alpha. Tan alpha ratio and tan theta ratio. This formula also we can use. At the outlet velocity triangle, which is right angle triangle, tan phi ratio can be given as Vf2 divided by U2. In this case, Vf2 and V2 are same because angle beta is 90 degree and VW is 0. Now we will see about power and efficiency of Kaplan turbine. Shaft power is same formula, 2 pi nt by 16 watt. Water power as a input, rho g QH in watt. Overall efficiency, that is shaft power upon water power. For the radial discharge, hydraulic efficiency formula becomes VW1 U1 upon GH. And synchronous speed is taken as 120 times frequency divided by number of poles. Specific speed is as same as Francis turbine or Pelton wheel turbine, that is n into square root of P upon H raised to 5 by 4. So after this session, you can explain construction and working principle of Kaplan turbine. You can explain working proportion of Kaplan turbine, and you can explain power and efficiency of Kaplan turbine. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.